right, finally made it to the campsite with, less than half the people. There are some people over here. Joe out in there. And, only a little rain. Hopefully, it'll be a good day. All right, so all that first rain that we got here turned into snow, and we've now collapsed a couple tents. So now the problem is not where do we hike, but where do we get dry clothes for everyone. So we're gonna try and go solve that problem. Fortunately, it's gorgeous out, but I don't think people are focusing on that too much, given that they're cold and wet. Finally got to the top of the first hike after a little misadventure due to Mr. Joe over there. Finally get to celebrate. Although going down's gonna be pretty bad in the dark. Hopefully our 2 flashlights will cause no one to break any ankles.
We might die.
Barely. So we're descending in the dark now because we have poor time management.
Yep.
And Joe spends time free soloing cliffs, and we had to wait for that. But hopefully we get pizza at the end. All right, hike is finally successful.
Woo!
We made it. Only half the group hates me. But the real prize has finally been earned.
Hell yeah.
All this pizza. Now we get to gain the weight that we just lost. Probably in that positive. Just woke up after a good night's sleep. Matt's still dead.
A little.
No tents have collapsed as of yet. Hopefully a good start to a good day. Alright, finally on the road, reasonable time. Freaking amazing views. Hopefully this hike leaves people happier than yesterday, and there's no mutiny and I don't end up out in the cold.
No injuries would be nice this time. I think that's our aim. I think that's our aim.
Yeah, that's the real goal. No injuries. Yeah, maybe get a little stretch before we head out there as everyone's beaten into the ground after yesterday.
Probably a good idea. Alright, but yeah, hike number 2, Ice Gulch.
Should be fun. Definitely going to be more of an adventure. Hopefully figure out where the hell we're going. All right, so it's just Joe and I left.
Here we are.
Only the strong remain. You can see all the weaklings heading off into the distance, complaining about walking over a flat surface for 2 hours. But in front of us we have a nice waterfall. Really starting to chill off, so hopefully we can get moving again and get back to being warm. Basically been a slip and slide this entire way down. Only mildly damp, but overall the views are just gorgeous, even though we're sliding all over the place. It's like a mix between a winter wonderland and a fall hike. We finally found signs, which means we're not totally lost.
Are we in
Ice Gulch
now?
Ice Gulch Path. Alright, think we're over halfway done with it.
Hopefully.
We've been climbing over some big boulders. My fingertips are numb.
Yep.
My phone's dead, which has all the GPS information and all the pictures. So now we're on Joe's phone, and behind us we have, I can't even show it because I'm bad at cameras, but I'll cut it in and just voice over from this. But yeah, best hike ever. Cole and Matt would have died. Everyone made the right decision.
Yep.
This is a blast. right.
Here we are back at the car.
Alive. You
Barely.
may have noticed a lack of footage. That's because we had to go undo all of the work we just did in the dark because we couldn't find the exit. I don't know what the largest miracle is, that we have all our toes or that all our ankles are still functioning.
I had some doubts that we would make it out alive.
We
did.
It was not our finest moment, or it wasn't our finest moment, but it turned into some of our finest moments.
We decided to turn around at 6:30, and it is now
6:30.
10:30.
We have spent 5 hours in a snow-covered boulder ravine,
Yep.
climbing and sliding over things. Joe doesn't have ice spikes. I don't have gloves.
And we had one headlamp between us.
We suck. Every decision we made was wrong at some point, except for the final decision to turn back.
Yes. But we made it.
Going to sleep for 1,000 years and stuff my face full of McDonald's.
Yeah.
I'm dead. All right, after 7 miles and 10 hours in the woods yesterday, I decided to do another hike. We've had to call in the big boys, as I've crushed everyone else's soul on this trip, and no one wants to hike with me. So we're gonna do a quick 3 miles up and down canyon, get us some nice 3,000 feet, hopefully not too much snow, and hopefully a much safer experience than yesterday.
No promises, it's steep.
Yep. All right. All right, we're some distance up the trail.
We've gone somewhere.
Legs are feeling better after starting out. I think the only side effects of being stuck in the icy ravine at night is I seem to have a cold, which I will consider a win. Let's get to the top and start to unlock this view. Most of that hike was basically just a river, so it was pretty annoying. Hopefully the way back down is not as bad as it seems it's going to be. Pretty beat. After going through a swamp, only to enter into a sea of clouds and fog. Fortunately, we got a good viewpoint. Still pretty cool up here. We were lucky down at that outlook to get really good views, but now we're in the storm. Can't even see the top. Getting a little bit chilly, but I'm excited to head shopping later today. We're really in the thick of it now. Barely even see the mountain. This doesn't become a suffer fest.
Or not. Yeah. 4 miles up and back, 4 hours. Pretty good speed.
2,200 feet of elevation.
Yup. Expert squad really came in today. We were flying, cooking through that. Barely any breaks. A little bit of fog at the top, but
That downhill.
overall nice day.
Downhill was very fast. Microspikes helped a lot.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 would recommend. Time to go collapse by a campfire and get drunk.